So what we got going on with this Hatchrite, this larger Hatchrite, is I hijacked the temperature off of this unit because the old temperature humidity system wasn't working very well. But the roll control was working well. So I left the roll control on here, but I hijacked the temperature control over here. And so the roll still works and the lights still work, but the temperature is now being controlled by this little INKBIRD controller, and it's got a new RTD temperature sensor. So looking in the back of this Hatchrite, you can see the new unit. That's the new unit there, and there's the old unit there. And all I did was remove the temperature control wire, cut it off, took the old temperature humidity box out of there, and ran the new, that's the hole there that it went into, to the top inside the incubator. And run the new RTD sensor into there, and then into the new unit. Okay, so the difference in the setup is that the temperature control is not going through the breaker, the panel anymore. It's just being directly controlled by this unit, the 40 amp relay, and then it's directly connected to your heater bars. So the back of now every one of these, how you set the wires up is just a little bit different. But on this INKBIRD, the two bottom wires on this side are power input 110, and then the two top ones, the two top wires are the DC output. It's really important that you have the DC hooked up to the correct DC on here. See, there's DC positive and negative. Very important that you have those hooked up correctly. So the DC output is controlling this relay, and then the relay is hooked up to the grid with the black wire. That's your power, and then the red wire is going directly over, it's hooked up over to the breaker for power. Red on the Hatchrite is your heater. So coming out of this breaker here, and then it goes into the power bar. It comes out two wires, and those two wires go directly to your heater bars in the back. And INKBIRD set up really pretty easily as far as all the colors of the wires. You've got green for ground, you got white for neutral, you got your black wire, which is your power. Don't touch any of this stuff, it is hot. Your yellow, that's your lights. Your gray was your humidity control if you had it. Yellow is the lights, and purple and orange are your roll control, clockwise and counterclockwise. Now I was going to show you the back of this. The blue is actually the fan. So your boiler, that was for the humidity system, which we don't have that anymore. There's the heater, that's the red wires. Main power is black, fan is blue, lights are yellow. The PLC, that's black, and then counterclockwise and clockwise turning motors are the orange and purple if you ever get into changing out the roll control system.